Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Divine Libra Wisdom. Back again with the weekly check-in readings for Libra, Taurus, and Cancer's placements. And that can go for either your, your rising sign, sun sign, moon sign. This particular video will be for Cancers. Before I get into everything, I'm going to get my disclaimers out of the way. So now, if you are a returning person who's been frequenting my channel, you enjoy the content and how I read, I would definitely consider or I would suggest you subscribe so that you are notified and know when I drop new videos. You can get a notification, so you just hit the notification bell, right? So you can subscribe to all, so that way you know when I drop something new. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you'll stick around and subscribe as well. As you all are kind of listening through, definitely hit the like button. It costs nothing to share a like, or give a like rather. It pushes me out on the algorithm, as well as helps me to reach more people. And I would love to connect with more people and grow my platform over here, and just connect with people who enjoy tarot and oracle card readings, right? If you find that you are resonating with the video or what I'm saying, leave a comment down in the comment section and let me know how it resonated, if you feel comfortable doing so. If not, totally fine. You can leave a cute little emoji down in the comment section to let me know that you are engaged and that you are resonating and connecting with the content, or the messages rather. It's more so about the messages and less about the content, but just, you know what I mean. Share the video, share the video with friends or anyone that that enjoys tarot and oracle card readings, especially if they have these placements. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you definitely can. The information will be in the description box. I don't ever reach out personally to anyone, so if someone is doing that, that is not me. Just check, verify, just make sure that no one is doing that, because I'm definitely not going to do that, especially not for free. I may read for family, I may read for friends, but for free. But as far as a stranger, that's a lot of energy to take on a personal level, and I have to be compensated for that. Okay, but yeah, if you enjoy the readings and you want to book a personal reading, I am open for that. Just send me an email, have a quick turnaround, very affordable, that type of thing, and you can go from there. And if someone is, like I put in all my videos in the description box, if someone is pretending to be me, report it, because it's surely not me. I don't reach out to people on a personal note. They have to contact me, and my email is down in the description box, so you can see how to do that. Okay, so, and I also know that we are a day into the week. I had some things going on and I was busy, so I couldn't get to these readings, but I started midnight on Monday night, or Tuesday night, however you want to say it. But they will be up in the morning by the time a lot of you are waking up, so it'll be available, because I'm going to upload these videos as soon as I edit them a little bit, and then get them on up so that they'll be ready for you. Ready for you. And even though this is the week of the, I closed my computer, what did I say, the 15th, I think it is. I don't want to tell a fib here, so let's see. Yeah, the week of the 15th, even though it's the 16th currently. But yeah, but nonetheless, we are here and you are listening. And what I was gonna say is like this energy, even though it's for the week of, this, current week that we're on, the energy can speak to like, today, days ahead, weeks ahead, months ahead, even years ahead. So, don't just be stuck on what's going on for the week per se, but, these are just energies that come out and I'm going to speak on them. Okay, we got our first one out there. We're going to get midweek and then we're going to get the end of the week. Of course, I always shuffle my decks before I use them, but I do like to shuffle on camera sometimes too, just to kind of get connected with the energies that are flowing around, coming through. Cancer, for some reason, oh yeah, I got that. For some reason, I'm hearing or seeing rather someone like at a skating rink. I don't know, maybe some of you are getting ready to go roller skate or go to the skating ring to chill out, vibe out. Some of you, if you have children, maybe you're just taking them there. And of course, since you're there, you're like, might as well go ahead and skate. Skate too. So yeah. I'm also hearing the word ice cream. So some of you may be craving ice cream at the moment. Or you will be. I don't know. And I'm doing per usual. And I think I already said this, but if not, start of the week, midweek, end of the week. And then I'm pulling a little Faerie oracle card here. Haven't used these yet on camera, but yeah, thought why not? And you can use it for like a word or like an affirmation to take with you all throughout the week, especially the remainder of the week. Also, oops. Okay. Also, if you hear noise in the background, I'll try to keep that to a minimum. Make stuffy nose for some reason. Whenever I do these readings, they want to be stuffy. My nose wants to be stuffy. So you may hear me kind of doing that, sniffling or whatever. I won't do it too much, so it's not all in your ear. But yeah. Ooh. All right. I'm just trying to make sure I don't, as I turn these over, to kind of get a sense of overall energy with these cards, but there we go. There we go. Where's my thingy here? Let's see. Yeah, I'm not saying what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'll say this instead. Some of you may like those spy movies, Cancer. Some of you may be, yeah, because I'm kind of getting someone like staying in the house. They may have like a cold or, so they may be catching up on their shows, and they may, some of you may like the spy shows. spy or like any type of like espionage or anything like that. It's something that y'all may like to watch on TV. Yeah, I'm getting like different like political shows, sort of like Scandal, House of Cards, what else? What's the other one? Madam Secretary, yeah. That like that type of thing. For my cancers. Also, not to alarm any cancers, but just be careful with like your surroundings, or making sure like you don't accidentally hit like a camera button on your phone, or like any type of like group messages or anything like that, because I'm getting, it's not, and it's only for like a small number of you. Like, I'm seeing someone, have you ever seen that? It's a GIF, it's a GIF now, but I want to say, I cannot remember what the movie is, but it's that one guy, and he's like, and this could be several guys, several movies could have this in it, but so I won't try to pinpoint a specific guy or a specific movie, but in the GIF, it's a guy that's kind of peeking behind like a wall and kind of washing it up, and like washing whatever heck the wall up and down, not really doing anything. And I can't think of the name of the person as well as the name of the movie that it comes from. But anyway, someone could be like spying on you. And I know I mentioned spy movies, but so yeah, someone could be like creeping on you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a bad way. They could just be kind of like wanting to ask you out, or you know what I mean. But if it gets weird, just again, just kind of keep your head on the swivel, be patient. Keep your head on the swivel, be vigilant, is what I was trying to say. Just kind of, just don't be, try to cut out distractions and just be kind of mindful of your surroundings, or, wherever you're coming or going. Kind of random to get that message out, but yeah, that's what I see in my mind, and I'm going to say it. For the most part, some things are too outlandish and I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, especially not on here on this platform. Ain't finna kick me off now. Anyway, but it was nothing bad or anything. It was nothing bad. It was just kind of one of those kind of like, because sometimes I feel like spirit will, universe, God, whatever you want to believe in or call it, will send you like odd messages of, it's kind of wacky, and you're kind of like, what? Like, what does this even mean? But so yeah, okay, so we have the sun that came out, and this is Archangel Uriel, and it says, happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. So beginning of this week, you are feeling good, Cancers, and you're on it. You have a happy outcome to a situation that you were dealing with, or you will soon. Cancer placements. And again, this can go for like your sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, other signs as well. I don't know, you could be feeling like very creative right now, Cancers. You could be coming out with like new ideas, brilliant ideas, as it says on the card here. And you may or may not want to share, what you come up with others. So, and even like with someone spying on you type thing, I would keep my ideas to myself. Just be on the safe side, especially since that creepy energy kind of came out. I don't think it's like all the way bad. I just think someone could have like a little obsession, and it's kind of crossing. It could have the potential to kind of cross over into that dangerous thing. But yeah, not to fear monger or anything like that. Just again, like I say, always be vigilant. Just check. Just be mindful of your surroundings. That's all I'm gonna say. And you do with that what you will. having confidence in yourself. Yeah. Okay. So by midweek, you have Queen of Water, and this says tenderhearted, empathetic, patient, and loving, and it says relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. All right. Yeah. By midweek, you could be kind of focused on your your relationships, cultivating that and maintaining that. I feel like this message comes out a lot, especially when we get the water cards or anything to do with like compassion, love, anything like that. But yeah, I like, just straight to the point, cut to the chase. I just think that if you're in a relationship, or if you're not in a relationship but you're dating around, or married, unmarried, whatever the case may be, just put it as it resonates, put it where it fits. You could be very focused on your love life right now, and trying to figure out whether or not you want to be in a relationship if you're not in one, or if you're in one currently, kind of figuring out what next steps are, especially since it says develop to a new level. So yeah, some of you could be wanting it to get to another level. Maybe not, I'm not sure. But yeah, you just have to kind of take it as it resonates. I wouldn't know in depth unless I do a personal reading for you, or yeah, you know what I mean. So, yeah, for some reason, intuition is standing out. Yeah, just kind of go within and just make sure that what you want aligns with what you're seeing in a new relationship partner or anything like that. Like, just make sure values, boundaries, expectations, things align, and you're good to go. All right, and so by end of the week, we have Six of Fire, and it says victory, good news is on its way, public recognition or awards. I was surprised this card didn't come out. The Six of Fire didn't come out in Taurus's reading, because it was all about like flowers, getting your flowers, receiving flowers. That's a saying about like someone who, giving someone their props, giving someone their, their recognition, like, okay, you've been doing your big one, I'm just kind of sharing this or showing the card or whatever, because I don't think I did. Okay. But yeah, you're getting like your recognition, awards, flowers, victory, from your brilliant ideas that they said that you have from the Sun card. It could be, it could have been like something that you came up with and you implemented during the week, and then by the end of the week, it's been tested, it's been proven. If you're doing like some kind of case study or a paper, or dissertation, if you have to defend it, or at least you could be preparing for these things. But whatever you're doing, it pays off, and you get that victory. Yeah, and if this has not happened yet for you, then it's on the way. All right, I'm just making sure I don't have anything else from the tarot. In that case, we're gonna move on. Swache, I believe that's how you say it. And this is grounding. So when I see grounding, it just makes me think of like, sorry if you all seen that little thing that I did for my phone. I was just adjusting it for a second. Cancers, you all may need to go outside barefoot. Make sure to protect your feet and stuff. But some of you maybe would do well to go outside barefoot and get some grounding energy. If you don't want to do that, maybe you can get yourself a clear crystal and just kind of move it all over your body, the pressure points, the different areas, the different chakras, and just kind of cleanse yourself. I'm getting a sense of like cleansing, like the need to do that, purification. But in this context is cleaning of your own work fields, cleansing your home, kind of walking around with that crystal quartz, sage if you got it, Palo Santo even better, so yeah, grounding. But whatever it is, like, just kind of keep a level head about things. Don't allow the be proud of the victory that you receive, but don't let it change you or get to you in that way. Yeah. Okay. By midweek we have Tanit or Tanit, pleasure. Yeah, and with it aligning with the Queen of Water, it's kind of trusting yourself on what it is that you want, what your needs are, if they're being met. If, like, say, if you're in a relationship currently, it's like, are your pleasures, your desires, your wants, your needs, that type of thing, is that being met? And if it's not, then maybe there should be some talks and trying it again, if you want to. If not, then kind of letting the ship sail away without any hard feelings. And it also says, like, care for yourself and others. When I also think about pleasure, I also think about, like, self-care. So, this could be, you doing something that kind of pleases you, you know what I mean? Whether it be, like, getting ingredients to bake your favorite meal on any given day. It could be, like, a random day. You just be like, I feel like eating good today, and I'm gonna do it. Helping a friend out who's in need of assistance, giving back in some other way, all the things, like, just when I think about pleasure, I think about doing things that you love, doing what brings, your joy, the most joy, that type of thing. All right, and then we have Arizuli Dantor, etheric chords. Let's see. I feel like this kind of goes with the grounding card over here. Maybe you need to cut ties with someone, or cut the imaginary or see-through etheric cords, if you will. Break that cycle, especially if it's because I'm connecting this with the Queen of Water and, like, the relationships and things like that. And maybe Arizuli Dantor is showing up because maybe you have kids, your little girl and a boy, maybe, or I don't know if that's, you know what I mean. You have kids, basically, so I don't want to guess whether they're, like, male or female or anything like that, but that's what they kind of look like on this card here that I'm looking at. But also, Arizuli Dantor is, like, a protector of women and children too. So yeah, maybe some of you, if you know of her, are calling on her for help, not just for you, but for your children. And sorry, I had to turn it down. Yeah. I'm just sorry for going so slow, or not slow, but it's getting so quiet. I'm just downloading. A lot of times I get so many things, so many messages a mile a minute, and it's hard to sometimes keep up because it's just like they be coming in fast. Okay. Yeah, I just get the sense of, like, cutting ties, cutting corners, or not cutting corners, but yeah, cutting ties with someone, especially when it comes to like that Queen of Water. Yeah, this is like Queen of Cups energy. So yeah, Queen of Cups is very compassionate and just kind of allows things to slide. And I think Erazuli or Erazuli Dantor is kind of showing up like to kind of protect you, but also kind of guide you. Like, hey, you don't have to be stuck to certain relationships. If things are not working out, then don't be afraid to speak up. Okay, I think that's where I am now. I'm not really getting anything else from the cards. It's funny that how like the sun out here kind of looks like sun setting. The colors in this card look kind of like the sun is setting. Do have the moon, kind of like the moon out here. I'm also seeing like with the victory, I'm seeing circles, so many circles. So like something coming full circle, something coming to completion. It's also kind of look, even though they're kind of like grounds, I think, but they kind of look mini suns behind the three characters here. So some of you may need to get out in the sun, go have some fun in the sun, go out and have a ball. Okay, and then so your word of the week to take with you all throughout the week, even though it's Tuesday, is inspiration. And it says, be open to a world of endless possibilities, inspiration. So yeah, I would say, be inspired by the victory that you receive, be inspired by new and improved relationships that you're in, as well as, having confidence in yourself and a newfound confidence is what I'm hearing. So, being inspired by that, I don't know. But I don't know. I'm smiling real big for Cancer because, yeah, you all are getting a victory that you've been, and I feel like this is a victory that you've been waiting for a long time, like a long time coming. So, yeah. All right. I don't have any more, or I'm not seeing anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap your video up, Cancer. Y'all, like the video. It costs nothing to like the video. It just helps me to know that you are enjoying what you're seeing, and you would like to interact, hopefully, because I will, as I get more comments and start to know people, they will definitely, get perks and stuff, especially when I open my Discord, as well as just kind of communicating throughout the community tab here on YouTube. So yeah, I'll be doing that. But yeah, it costs nothing to send a like. Leave a comment down in the comment section if the video resonated, and you can let me know how it resonated. If it did, if you don't feel comfortable sharing that information, then just leave a cute little emoji down in the comment section so that I know that you did in fact enjoy the videos here, the reading. Let's see, what else? I know I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, share the video out, especially if you know some people who like tarot or who her readings, this type of deal, this type of vibe. Share it out. And yeah, I think that's it really. If you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, sorry, I get distracted sometimes. I have squirrel moments. If you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, that information will be down in the description box. I will never reach out to you personally. You have to reach out to me. So yeah, if someone is pretending to be me, that ain't me, because I don't slide into people's DMs asking to do readings for them. They have to come to me, and they have to email me off of this app. So, but yeah, I have a quick turnaround. So, yeah. So if you're interested, definitely hit me up. What else? I had a thought and then it just left. It's like a fleeting thought, y'all. Good grief. I'm sure I'll think of it next time. But anyway, oh yes, I remember now. The decks that I'm using, which some of you are probably already familiar with anyway, but it will be in the description box down below. And yeah, I think I got everything. I don't know. But anyway, that was your weekly check-in reading, Cancers. I will see you next time. Bye.